By really focusing on communicating with that group, we can also measure how well the Left 4 Dead 2 is doing in pre-orders. And so Left 4 Dead 2 is actually, for people who've joined the boycott group on Steam, we can look at their pre-orders, and they're actually pre-ordering the product at a higher rate than Left 4 Dead 1 owners who weren't in the boycott. And what that tells us is that we did a really good job of understanding what these issues were and communicating with this group of what, at the end of the day, are some of our most hardcore and supportive fans over the history of the company. So Left 4 Dead 2 is an interesting product from just a project management perspective. Tom Leonard is a really senior game developer. He's been in worked on a lot of very interesting projects. And he had a theory about project management that he wanted to try out. One of the things everybody's aware of is there's a lot of crunch time in video game development. And that can be really harmful to people over time. Some people get burned out and they don't really come back for like 5 years. You know, they're just so fried by the experience of shipping a title. You know, people just rolled off a pretty difficult shipping product. Left 4 Dead 1 was pretty challenging for us in terms of how much work we had to do, how much integration we had to do with various groups, and making sure that it would run on all of the different hardware platforms and on the Xbox. And so with Left 4 Dead 2, he wanted to attack this problem. And there are aspects of that from a design perspective and how you design the schedule and how you manage workloads. And it also meant that they tried very hard to front load their work as much as they could. So they actually tried to be in sort of mini crunch mode from right at the beginning. And what that meant is we're sort of in this kind of strange situation now at the end of the project where the product's already very far along in terms of going into stores, and we still have weeks before the actual ship date. So in the past, I've been on projects where we're like racing to the airplane to throw the disc into the door to get it to replication in time to get it into stores. And in this case, because of the approach to front-loading the hectic part of the schedule at the beginning and removing all of the uncertainty about the project at the front rather than at the end, we're actually spending a lot more time sort of sitting around playtesting without a lot of